This man threw his leftovers into the trash every day. What was just a casual act to him was seen by a dog as proof of love. After finishing the food, the dog kept following the man. It couldn't speak, so it could only show its gratitude through actions. The man didn't want to pay attention to it, but the next second, a sharp screech of brakes pierced the air. When he turned around, the dog was already lying on the ground. It felt as if his heart had been struck hard. He rushed home, drove out his motorcycle, and placed the dog inside. After treatment, the dog was no longer in serious danger. The man brought it home, but the dog had endless energy. Even at night, it still wanted to play. It was curious about everything, including the man's clothes and the sofa. When the house ended up covered with stuffing from inside the couch, the man finally lost his patience. He asked the veterinarian to help find someone to adopt the dog. The vet said dogs with registration certificates were more likely to be adopted. Willing to give it a try, the man immediately took the dog to get registered. The paperwork was completed quickly. The number on the certificate was 777. In many cultures, the number 7 symbolizes luck, and this dog seemed to have been sent by fate to save the man. But after returning home, the man suddenly felt dizzy and collapsed to the ground. Seeing this, the dog hurried to his side. In its clumsy way, it called out to him again and again. A neighbor heard the noise and quickly called an ambulance. Fortunately, the man was not seriously hurt, but seeing the dog's anxious eyes, he was deeply moved. For the first time, he felt cared for by another living being. Back home, he fell into a dilemma. He feared he had grown too used to living alone, and might not be able to handle the dog's companionship. He also feared that if he became dependent on this warmth, the dog might one day leave him. Yet when he saw the dog jumping excitedly at an ice cream on TV, he instinctively bought one after work. The dog greeted him excitedly at the door, but before it could taste the ice cream, the vet arrived with an adoptive family. The dog ran straight under the table to hide, but it couldn't escape being taken away. It stared at the man as if asking why he was abandoning it. At that moment, the man felt a sharp pain in his heart. Perhaps some things must be lost before we realize how precious they are. Without hesitation, he rushed to the adoptive family's house. But the moment he pushed open the door, he saw the dog tearing apart the sofa. The adoptive family couldn't handle it, and quickly told the man to take the dog back. After returning home, the dog was given its own name. That was the man's way of accepting it. With the dog's companionship, he changed his habits, and opened up his closed-off heart. The dog's arrival turned a cold, lonely apartment into a warm home.